Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Stellaris Toxoids, where I am joined here today by Matthew. Hello, Matthew.
Hello! How is everybody? It's great to be back.
It is indeed great to be back, and we have got quite the show for you this evening because
We've got a great plan.
we are coming with some excellent plans, some of the best plans.
They're amazing plans. Amazing plans.
Incredible. Like, these are definitely the plans which will set the standard for all plans in the future.
Yes, the plan from which all other plans will be derived.
Absolutely.
I just stole your line, didn't I?
Well, we built upon each other's line. I got my line in, and then you added yours. It's all good. So, what then is the plan?
I was going to say, why don't you tell them about the plan? I can't wait to hear.
All right, so the plan is, and are you ready for this? What? It's a great plan. Our plan. Oh, this is such a great plan. Our plan is to let you guys choose basically what it is that we are doing. Because what we have got is Nurgle messing around with my keyboard and pressing buttons he shouldn't be pressing. Our plan is to provide you with 3 options, effectively, of games that we've thought about which we think would be interesting to play. Then you guys will be helping us create the species which will actually enact this game plan. And as we are going, we will be creating a narrative around both our own empire as well as any empires that we may meet, and those are going to be randomly generated. I've gone through the massive list of empires that we have on this computer and turned them all off. So everything in this world is going to be 100% randomly generated, except for us. And as we go, we'll be creating like stories, a narrative, which will be released every week, where we will create the world setting, the world building. There you go. So we hope you will join us for this whole story. So the first thing we need to do is create this new empire. So let's go ahead and select that. So the 3 broad categories that we have been talking about. Let me just get my phone so I 100% remember what they are called. First of all, we have the Adeptoids. The Adeptoids are focused on being as adaptable as they possibly can. They want to get 100% habitability on any single planet. So we'll start as overtuned, and we will build up our adaptability through that. And then we strap on as many different habitability bonuses that we can, so we get as many planets as we can. And our objective is just to take as many planets as possible.
And see how many leaders we can go through.
Mm-hmm. The second one is somewhat similar, but totally not, and that is the quest for immortality. And what I really want to do with this is create a synthetic ascension overtuned. So we start overtuned, and then we take the synthetic ascension to become immortal, because we will effectively be cyborgs or robot-type creatures with a ridiculous number of traits. I think that'll be a lot of fun, especially because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but synthetics are immortal. They have no lifespan.
Well, they malfunction and die eventually.
But it's a long eventually.
Yeah.
So we could get quite a few of the overtuned lifespan reductions and still try to become immortal. That is the ultimate goal, is to live as forever.
I mean, that's providing synthetically ascending keeps the overtuned traits. But it'll be a fun experiment.
Yeah, it's something we don't know. And then the last one, which I'm pretty sure nobody's going to vote for. It's definitely it is a terrible idea. Who came up with this idea? But it is... Are we the baddies? We start out as a species which is super nice, super cuddly, everybody likes us, and then things start to go wrong. Just how wrong? We'll let the game decide. So, can we get a poll to give us the broad strokes of which of these 3 objectives we want? Whether we want to go with the Adeptoids, the quest for immortality, or are we the baddies?
I see Nurgle put up the vote, so I will cancel my vote.
Yeah, Nurgle was already prepared because we were talking about it just before the stream started. So sorry. But once we get into the Empire creation, you can take over, Matthew.
No, I don't want to. Nurgle's doing such a good job. But I will.
Ugh, being prepared. I know, shocking.
Chat says, okay, number 3, except that we should start as a baddie and go even more baddie.
No, the whole point of it is we start as the goodies, who become the baddies. Why can't you choose? I don't know. Have you already voted? If you don't see the poll, refresh. If you're on mobile, then...
Yeah, I don't think the polls work on mobile.
They do, but I think only if you're through
Do
the Twitch app, and maybe only if it's like
Oh.
iPhone versus Android. I don't know. I really want Morja to have a real "Are we the baddies" moment. Well, the thing that we definitely need to have, if we do go with "Are we the baddies," is a crest with a skull on it. Because only the goodies have skulls on their crests, obviously.
I agree.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. If we are the baddies, are we becoming the crisis? I don't know. Are we really that bad of baddies? Yes.
I mean, maybe the galaxy wants to be blown up. You're doing them a favor.
Maybe. Twitch polls work on mobile in the same way that stacking every overtuned trait works. Aha.
So very well is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Or as designed.
Entirely as intended. So, how's the poll looking at the moment? Can we get an update?
Oh, we're definitely becoming the baddies.
Okay.
63% in favor of becoming the baddies right now.
Alright, well, in that case, we should probably start thinking about what kind of a empire we're going to create. So, I have come into this with absolutely no preconceived notions. I literally came up with the "Are we the baddies" idea as I was walking into the office today. So, let's start out with traits, and then we can work backwards from there. Well, actually, no, let's start with origin and then do the traits, because we are definitely... Well, actually, are we overtuned for this? I think that we should use Toxoid's stuff.
Yeah, you can be overtuned for this, I guess.
I'm just trying to think what the overall theme would be if we do go overtuned.
I mean, you could just use Noxious and not use the Toxoid origin.
That's true.
Because Noxious makes, like, the more non-Noxious pops you have around, the happier your Noxious pops are. Which is kind of a "are we the baddies" type thing.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Species minimum habitability plus 30, which is pretty huge. Species habitability cap minus 30. So the maximum you can ever have is what, 70?
Yep.
Huh. Army damage plus 50, pop housing usage plus 10, happiness per noxious pop minus 1, happiness per non-noxious pop plus 2. So the more non-noxious we have, the happier the noxious ones are.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And then you could you take Noxious and Syncretic Evolution maybe, and be like a Xenophile egalitarian or something.
Because yeah, we want to start as definitely not the baddies.
Yeah, you want to start as the goodies.
Exactly. I'm not going to say the goodies necessarily, just not the baddies.
Well, I mean, the universe is black and white, so
let's
you're
go.
not the baddies, you're the goodies.
All right, so let's do Noxious. That's agreed on. So prosperous and unification. Yeah, it's kind of the standard default. Mechanist. We could be robotic. Syncretic evolution, that's what you were talking about, where we have the noxious and then the non-noxious. Life seeded. We would start in a Gaia world. Post-apocalyptic, everything's going to blow up. I don't think post-apocalyptic is really going to be useful for this. Kind of same with the remnants. Shattered ring. We start on... Well, that's basically we've been built up previously. Don't really like that. Void dwellers. Blowing up everybody else's world, because worlds are evil.
Could be. I mean, that could be the thing.
But then I kind of feel like we're already the baddies.
Someone said take common ground or hegemon and then blame the Federation for all your crimes.
I mean, hegemon could work, but I kind of feel like we're already starting as the baddies there. Scion.
Yeah, you have to be authoritarian, I think, to be. You could blame Space Dad for all of your crimes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We start as a Scion, and then it's basically the Fallen Empire's corrupting us. Or even the Dragon. Oh, the Dragon could be a good way of doing that. I haven't actually played as the Dragon Origin.
It's a nice, comfy, cozy way to play.
Galactic Doorstep, we have the Gateway. Tree of Life. Shoulder of Giants, don't think it really makes sense. Calamitous Birth also doesn't really make sense. Neither does Resource Consolidation. Common Ground is the Federation, so yeah, we blame the others for this. And we slowly but surely corrupt the Federation. Hegemon, we start as a Hegemon. Again, I think you start too powerful there. Doomsday, that's where your planet blows up. No. Lost Colony. We could blame the founders for all of our problems then. As long as we have somebody to blame, I feel like that does make sense. Necrophage. We could be a happy, comfortable parasite. It's like, I think this is true, but correct me if I'm wrong. Like, cats have a parasite which make you more relaxed. So if you have a cat, then generally you are more laid back because there is a parasite. And it's also what makes humans like cats more. It's something like that. Like, cats actually carry this really common parasite. So
I think I read something about that actually. It turns, they said it turns men into slobs or something.
Or
Which makes sense. I have 2 cats.
It gives you more confidence or something like this. It's either more relaxed or more confident, something like that. So we could be the feline parasite. Clone army could make sense if the clones slowly but surely start going wrong. Actually, clone army could make a lot of sense. Here be dragons. I do like the idea it's the dragons' whims which are slowly turning things wrong. Ocean Paradise, don't think it really makes sense. Progenitor Hive, don't think it really does. Subterranean, we had to go underground because we messed things up too badly on the surface. I feel like that was more of an Adeptoids start though. Slingshot to the Stars, Quantum Catapult, Teacher of the Shroud, it's the Shroud making us go wrong. Imperial Fiefdom. I mean, the Imperial Fiefdom again would kind of be like the Scion. It's the Overlord that's making us do worse and worse things in order to get independence. The ends justify the means.
Mean, they always do.
The ruins justify the means too. Or the ruins justify the ends. What? How does the quote go again? I've totally forgotten.
The ends are justified.
The ends justify the ruins. That was it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm actually kind of leaning towards the Imperial Fiefdom for this. I kind of like that narrative.
Alright. I'm down.
Okay.
Is there a restriction on your... There's no restriction on your ethics there. Nope. You're good.
Nope.
Alright.
Okay, so Imperial Fiefdom. Forgetting your quote. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nurgle. We got there eventually. So, we are fighting for freedom. I actually quite like this. This is good. Alright, so traits. So we're noxious? Are there any other traits that would make sense? Or do we want to start with the ethics and the government and then work out the traits from there? Let's do that.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so... I don't think we should be relentless industrialists. Because that would kind of blow up our own planet before we really get going. Scavengers? Reanimators? I think reanimators would be a little too on the nose. Maybe reanimators is what we change in the future. Police state? Where the police are the overlord, so maybe we change police state for reanimators or something like that. Pleasure seekers. Decadent lifestyle servants. Mutagenic spars. I mean, mutagenic spars and noxious could work.
You're going to take 2 happiness penalties there. It's not going to be...
Well, the minions will. Because noxious provides happiness if you have non-noxious, right?
Yeah, but you don't have non-noxious off the start.
At
so
the
you're
start,
going to take 2 happiness penalties.
So we become more and more ruthless in our pursuit of happiness. The more we grow.
Yeah. Fair enough. I like that headcanon. I support this.
Mutagenic pleasure seekers. Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too. We start off somewhat decadent. Mining? No. Merchant guilds? As much as I like them, no. Memorialists? No. Masterful crafters? Ludicrously overpowered. Maybe. Yeah, I think we are going to take mutagenic spars. I think that works for the rest of what we're trying to do. Cutthroat politics? Not subtle enough. Corvée system. Pop growth from immigration. If we get migration treaties with other nations and then force them to live with us. We trick them into moving into our place. We have this real paradise for us.
Yeah. Especially like as long as the pictures of the paradise don't carry the smell.
Exactly. Pictures don't have smell.
Exactly. Don't send them a smellogram.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we do also unlock more with ethics and authority. Agrarian idol? No, idle. Aristocratic elite? Maybe? I kind of feel like that's more of a knights thing. Barbaric despoilers. I feel like that's again too on the nose. Beacon of Liberty. Unity and empire size from pops. Citizen service. That's militarism. No. Death cult. Too on the nose. Distinguished admiralty would give us more fighting capabilities, which might help us in our quest for independence.
But it's kind of like a baddie thing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could just be a heritage of having been fighting off pirates or something like that. Lure them over with the sweet sounds of the ancestors banging on a trash can. So scavengers is what you're saying.
You told us this was paradise. Yes, that's what we named it. Yeah. It's called the Greenland method.
Yes, I actually quite like that. Exalted priesthood. I don't think we're particularly religious. Fanatic purifiers. No. Feudal society. Where we become the overlord once we've overthrown the overlord. Again, that's something we may want to embrace in the future. I kind of see us changing our civics quite radically in the future. Freehaven. Pop growth from immigration and immigration pull, if we're xenophile. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah. You will have to, if you go to change your ethics, any of these civics, you probably will have to change as well, so something to keep in mind.
Yeah, so we'll need to change out from xenophile to something else. I think that makes sense, again, for the ongoing narrative. Alright, so we're going to go at least one pip xenophile. Oh, what was that one called? It wasn't Corvée system, it was the other one. Freehaven. Alright, mutagenic spars and Freehaven. So then, what are our other two ethics going to be? Egalitarian? I kind of feel like that fits into the narrative as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to be fanatic xenophile to really pull people in.
Oh, you get extra envoys then too, and you can use the extra envoys to make people like you.
Yeah.
To make migration treaties with you.
There you go.
So that you can then trap them on your worlds and then become xenophobic.
I like it. Okay.
I mean, what?
Exactly. Right, I don't think we're a megacorp. This doesn't really make sense. So are we oligarchic or democratic?
Just democratic.
I'd say democratic. Okay, traits.
I mean, if you want to fall from grace, let's do it all the way.
So we definitely start with noxious. What else? Adaptive, so we can live in more places.
I was thinking charismatic. Maybe?
The ultimate salesman. Where's charisma? There it is. Amenities from jobs.
It'll help you with your happiness problems at the start as well.
True. Okay. And then We need -1 at least.
I would take deviance because you're going to want to change your ethics anyway.
That's true. Noxious charismatic deviance.
I mean,
I like it.
somebody said unruly for easy points. What does unruly do?
Let's have a look.
That's
Empire size from pops. No, because we're going to have a lot of pops. We're xenophiles. The whole point of this is the migration treaties.
but I mean that's also 2 free points that you could use to put on adaptive.
True.
I mean, deviance and unruly kind of goes together.
It does. And adaptive will mean that we just have more planets.
Yeah, 10% sprawl from pops is fine.
Alright, let's do that. Species name. What are we called? Actually, we should do do appearance first.
Yeah.
I think we are going to choose one of the toxides. Appearances. So, we are noxious. So I don't think we would necessarily be any suit of armor, because that would hide just how squishy and pleasant we truly are.
The one at the very end looks like it's outgassing something.
That's true, but I kind of feel like that would be an organic breath.
Alright.
He's pretty charismatic, and he's also clearly poisonous.
Oh, yeah.
And he is also the Lord Commander, so I can use this voice for the entire thing.
Yes, okay, fair.
I am not using this voice for the entire thing.
Oh,
We are not a Knight of the Toxic God. How can one be a Knight of the Toxic, a Lord Commander without being a Knight of the Toxic God? Toxic but charismatic. Is this race Twitch? Oh dear. Right, name. What are we going to call ourselves? No, I'm not going to use this appearance. This is my Knight of the Toxic God guy. This is the Lord Commander. I would say either him, or him, or... You know, it does fit though, doesn't it?
You could change his colors. Well, there's a bunch of color variants on this one, I think. Oh, that green one.
It's too much like a frog then. Still kind of like that one, it's just the default. Well, he could be the species of the Nord Commander as well, it's just not one of the knights. That works. Alright, species name. What are we going to call these guys? Bubbles.
Bubbles, of course.
Again, as a reminder, we are noxious, charismatic, deviant, unruly, and adaptive. I'm just going to change these around.
Richard. Twitchians. Toxic greeters. Flower. Dub-dubs.
Toxic greeters. Greeders
You
or
could call
something.
them. You could call them dabbers. Oh, we smell good.
It's not a species name, though. That's a statement.
I guess so.
No, that's why I quite like toxic greeters, because you could turn it into like greeders. Except we're not greedy. We're not going to do anything Nurgles. We're staying away from other IPs. Fragrant.
Swoolish.
Swoolish.
Swoolsh?
Flagrant?
Roses.
Quite like flagrants.
Definitely not bad guys.
Definitely not the bad guys. It's fragrant, but spelt wrong. Flagrant is... another word for deviant, isn't it?
Flagrant.
Flagrant disregard of the rules.
Yeah, it's like blatant.
Blatant. I mean, we're bright coloured. I think flagrant actually works.
I'm down.
Alright. Flagrant and flagrant.
Flagrantian? Sorry, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Flagrantian, flagroid? Except flagroid sounds like you're on steroids, and we're not. Flagrantian, flagranda, flaglanda. Flagranda?
I don't know. Flagrish.
Flagrish?
Flagrants or flagrant?
Flagries.
It's its own adjective, isn't it? Probably.
Hardest part of the game. It really is. This matters. Yeah, I think we'll just go flagrant. I think it just makes the most sense. Okay. Name lists. Gonna get rid of the prefix because I just generally don't like them. Use the toxoid ones.
Toxoid 4, please. I think that's the one.
Gormless Doctor. Terrifying perfectionist.
Yes.
Baleful and unbowed. Okay. And then we've done those already.
Toxoid 4 is my favorite name list.
Yeah, I agree. I really like 4. Homeworld.
Obviously.
It's gotta be, really.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Just right. Yeah. You should make it like a frozen world. Yeah, perfect.
Nah, I quite like the idea that this is basically the star version of Greenland. I'm going to call the star Paradise. We'll name our next planet Utopia. Alright, city appearance. Toxoid? Toxoid. Origin. Imperial Fiefdom. Governance ethics. Mutagenic spars. Free haven. Democracy. Fanatic xenophile. Egalitarian. Advisor voice.
Oh, please. Do not press any buttons if you don't know what they do.
Toxoid?
I've already had to save you from spontaneous combustion
it's so good.
quite enough.
I may be an artificial intelligence, but I share your enthusiasm for seeking out fellow organic. I may be an artificial intelligence.
Why are the xenophiles
but I
artificial?
share your enthusiasm for seeking out fellow.
Democracy sure is an endless struggle.
Egalitarian?
We will have equality.
Are the
liberty,
xenophiles
and
artificial?
justice for all.
Yeah.
Or so I've been told. I'm just a robot.
I use them. I'm going to be honest. I just use the machine intelligence one
Don't
for
let
everything.
the baseless accusations of
As the learned
Just like
say,
that.
what's yours is mine, and what's mine is also mine. Every successful economy is built around a hopeless cycle of repetition where we sell you the empty
Two
promise
people
of
saying
happiness and
ruthless
fulfillment,
conglomerate.
and unfulfilled as ever.
Eh.
Slick corporation.
I feel like that's phase 2 of the descent.
You
I'm gonna
see
go with the
what we
egalitarian. We can change advisor voice too. Alright, empire name. What are we gonna be called?
Just hit random. See what it comes up with. Sometimes these random ones are pretty good.
Flagrant State. United Flagrant Republic. The Sovereign Flagrant Clans. The Accord of Paradise.
What'd I tell you?
I think that is actually quite good. And you know what the adjective is? Accordion.
Yeah. Accordion. Oh my god.
Delayed reaction there, Matthew.
Sorry. I was watching chat and I looked over and I was like, oh my god.
Yep, okay. I'm making an autocratic decision on that one. Alright, so we have only one proper one. Are there more skulls?
Oh yes, there's a bunch more Scully type things. Pirate.
Pirate only had one.
Oh, you're in Pirate.
That was Pirate.
Oh.
Save us,
Toxoid
Necroids.
has a skull too.
Ornate, no. Paradox, no. Pirate has that one.
Someone in chat saying
Yeah, Toxoid,
Toxoid has a skull.
Yeah, I mean, that probably is the best one. Has the feeling of decay around it as well. And then what colours? Can we change flags later? We can't, can we? No.
I mean, I could probably change the flag in between sessions. Black and red, yeah. Green and purple. Blue and red to match his face.
Ooh. Oh, that's quite good too. Has like a duality to it. Black and red, green and purple, green for toxic. Yeah, we don't want to really hop on the toxic though. Black and green for Greenland.
Yeah.
We make this white. Yeah, the primary green. That's better.
Red and white for Greenland.
Green and white? I think that works. One of the top row was better. As opposed to which? The pirate one? Much prefer the Toxoid one. Pretty haunting. But it's paradise! The skull is simply the symbol of rebirth.
Promise.
Absolutely.
And you basically have to pick the Toxoid ships.
Yeah. Alright, name. Mistaken Peril. Perfect. Now, are we president?
Hmm. I mean, it is a democracy.
It is. The melting skull represents how your face will melt with happiness if you move in with us. First speaker. I like that.
I feel like that's an advisor. That's a line from the Mordred Viking advisor mod.
Male or female? Female. Color variant, I'm sticking with that one. Room. Needs to be appropriately utopian. After all, this is part of a propaganda video.
I was gonna say it would be awesome if you could just hang a different picture than the planet picture outside of that window, like the picture of a Gaia world, and then when they show up, it's actually an Arctic world.
I do like number 18. And then clothes. Yeah, it's kind of got to be that. Okay, the Accord of Paradise. Is there anything we need to change before we get started here?
Not here. Just make sure you save it.
I already did.
Oh, okay.
That was just overwriting the one that I literally just saved.
No, I don't think there's anything else to change in Empire setup. I think you're good.
Cool. Representative democracy, mutagenic spars, free haven, egalitarian, fanatic xenophile. We are the flagrants. Noxious, charismatic, adaptive, deviant, and unruly. From the Arctic world of paradise.
Sounds right to me.
Cool. Alright, you're the better judge of these settings, so...
Do you really want to fight the 25x crisis?
No. I definitely don't want to do all of them. What would be... You know my skill level. What would be appropriate? What is the default?
Yeah, just press reset to default. See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Now it's the game's problem. Now it's the game's fault and not your fault. Make sure you turn off advanced starts though.
Yeah,
You probably want to give yourself a few more empires. And then turn the difficulty up from ensign.
It wasn't even ensign. It was cadet.
And I would turn scaling on if I were you.
Yeah, because we kind of got obliterated the last time we played. Difficulty adjusted AI modifiers. Don't know what that means.
No, I believe it. That's just for making the game harder.
Oh, okay. Aggressiveness, normal. Placement, random. Advanced neighbors, off. Everything on.
Yeah, I think you're good.
And actually, if we have scaling difficulty, we probably can go to Commodore.
Yeah, do you want it to scale? Do you want it to be on Commodore in the mid game or the late game? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, the Accord of Paradise. As we stepped out of our home system for the first time, we were approached by a foreign empire who demanded our subjugation. Through a painful memory for our people... No, it is though. Though a painful memory for our people, we have learned a lot in the short time as a vassal, with the relationship proving more beneficial than we could have hoped for. We are not the only vassal of our new overlord, as we have had the chance to meet diplomats and ambassadors from some of the other empires under their thumb. We do not quite see eye to eye with some of them, but we believe they will prove useful allies for the time being. Though we are looking forward to a day when we once again can decide our own future, we will accept our subject nature for now, and make the most of the situation we have been put in. Begin. Okay, so technology. Our research station output, I guess. Early, more science. It's also cheap. Science from researchers, pop growth. Oh, don't make me choose between more science, more population. Matthew, you choose.
Research.
Okay. And then
you'll roll the pop growth speed again, and you'll get it faster next time because you did this research tech this time.
aha.
No.
We have a maniac, an adaptable, and a industrial expertise. I kind of feel like we could probably do better with the scientists we have. We will then send you off. Let's not do automatic surveying. Let's actually take a look at what the world looks like. So we are actually somewhat separated from the Overlord and their minions.
Yeah, I don't see 10% research station output being that useful at game start either. But I wasn't gonna say anything.
Well, the other options weren't exactly great either.
I didn't see the other options, to be honest.
Improved deflectors, research station output,
energy.
or energy.
Energy.
Energy?
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Ah, we have no need for exchange of goods and services in our utopian society, our paradise. Everything's great. Why would you need other things?
I forgot that we were playing Imperial Fiefdom. Totally would have chosen Megacore. Because when you're a Megacore, you can open branch offices on all the other...
Yeah, but Megacorp doesn't really make
vassals.
sense to the story that we're telling.
No, but it's a lot of fun. Just starting with 5 branch office locations right away. It's a great way to play a Megacore. Yeah, branch offices, all right.
The Holy Teruvian Empire. Welcome, clear, newfound allies. We felt it was only right to contract you now that you've chosen to partake in our alliance. It pleases us you chose to see reason rather than forcing our hand towards violence. So they are an indolent overlord. Rely heavily on the vassals, rarely interested much beyond their home systems. They do not engage others in combat nor actively expand their own borders unless they are forced to. So, fairly passive. The Xenophile, militarist materialist. This does sound more like a diplomatic vassalization as opposed to a forceful one. So what do we think? Do we want to be aggressive, neutral, or friendly towards them?
It's been a long time. What are the effects of the things?
Opinion plus 20, nothing.
Their
opinion
opinion
minus 20. Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting friendly.
We're starting
That's
friendly.
the right way to go.
And we are proud to welcome you. After careful consideration, we have decided to invest a significant amount of resources into helping you specialize your empire. It will enable your empire to play an important role in the future of our friends and allies. We were not entirely sure what your people would be most comfortable with, however. A militarized specialization, a scholarly one, or are you more interested in materials and minerals? Well, I don't think we're military.
Should we do a vote on this, maybe?
Yeah, I think we should. So Bulwark for the military, Scholarium for the science, or Prospectria for the minerals and materials.
Alright, I'm only going to leave it for 1 minute.
Okay. Yes, this is a democracy after all, so we need to let the people choose.
For now.
For now. So what do you think? What are the people saying?
Right now it's tied. Oh, Prospectorum just pulled ahead.
Going for that industrial power.
Oh, Scholarium just came back.
Science!
I think someone's spending a lot of points on this vote.
That's what we want to see. This is, after all, a democracy, sponsored by Democratic Origins.
Prospectorum won 56% to 39%.
Okay. Convert to Prospectorium. Specialists focus on minerals and strategic resources. Will pay influence tithe for expanding. Receive 2 construction ships from the Holy Teruvian Empire. So it is going to be more expensive for us to expand, which is bad, because we're adaptable. And we have 2 construction ships with which we can do nothing to no minerals.
I think that you can get rid of that after 10 years, the tithe.
Okay.
I'm not sure, though.
That's actually a good point. Let's... Agreements? No, contacts. How do we see the contract stuff? I haven't actually ever...
Agreements tab at the bottom.
Oh, it is there. Okay, when we had them selected. So we are currently subservient to the Holy Teruvian Empire. They have 3 other minions: the Kingdom of the Klen, the Prince Electorate of the Malamox, and the Giroids Palatinate. This is sounding very, very Holy Roman Empire-y. Resource contribution, we gain 30% research, we lose 30% minerals, energy, and food.
Correct.
15% of our alloys and consumer goods, and none of our strategic. They have not yet built a holding. And we're currently integration prohibited. Restricted voting within diplomatic staff. Expansion has been regulated, which cost us the influence. We are called into defensive but not offensive conflicts. They have a holding limit of 1, and we have independent sensor usage.
And you can renegotiate in 60 months.
Mm-hmm. And we are gaining a little bit of loyalty, but right now we are disloyal.
Once you level up the Prospectorum, it's actually really good. You can find like deposits in your space and stuff. Being a Prospectorum is really cool.
Nice. Mineral refining. First speaker, Mistaken Peril is elected on a platform of bringing a monthly mineral surplus to at least plus 30 a month. And we will gain additional unity if we succeed. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause and let the minerals flow.
Have you played Imperial Fiefdom before?
Nope.
Oh, cool.
Initiating communications.
Nobody tell them what happens.
Lots of embassies. We're friendly. We want embassies with everyone, because this is the road to encouraging them to migrate to us.
We're friends. You're not food.
And the Prince Electorate of the Malinox wish a commercial pact with us as well. I think we should probably agree to commercial pacts. Increases trade for both of us.
Yes.
Then the research agreement with the Kingdom of the Clen. Sure. They look friendly.
Oh. All of those agreements are going to cost you influence.
Right, and we already cost influence.
Mm-hmm. And then you want migration treaties on top of that, which are going to cost you even more influence.
And there's a migration treaty.
You do want that migration treaty.
We do.
Oh.
Open borders from the Geroid Platinate, but they should already be open. Okay. I guess they just became more friendly. Leave the anomalies for now. Research agreement. So we should probably turn down the things we don't really care about, so... We should probably get rid of the commercial pact. And the Geroid...
Unless that's... But that's the country you have the migration treaty with.
Right,
If
but
their opinion drops too low, they might cancel the migration treaty.
So we improve our relations with them.
It worked. We do have a lot of envoys.
Do. And
Should probably start improving our relations with all these people.
That's what I was thinking.
Or all these things. Whatever. Whatever they are.
Do we want to save an envoy in case we meet something out in space, or do we want to start improving relations with the Overlord? Like, what are we going to do with the Overlord? Friendly for now?
Friendly for now.
Okay. And they would actually give us a migration treaty right now.
They're lithoid too, I would take it.
Kingdom of the Clan would need a commercial pact, but I'm a little reluctant to do too many of those. Any other one would be you guys. Aha! You would do a migration treaty already as well.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we got our first mining station, which should help us get some more minerals, because, oh boy, we're going to need those.
Did you make a migration treaty with the lithoids?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to survey your first 2 planets, so your guaranteeds there that you can see. Build star bases around them, and then the human type portrait that you made an agreement with, they're a frozen reference. So what you do is you make one colony ship with a lithoid pop and one colony ship with that human pop, and then you got 2 different species.
They're actually elves.
Yeah.
Space elves.
Oh, sorry. That space elves. And then you get 2 different species to make your noxious pops happy.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
The Lord of the Rings now in space.
Treaties have been accepted. Do we want the research agreement? Are we going to get more research for this?
I wouldn't do anything else that spent cost influence right now.
And they're martial
Not until
dictatorships, so they're not likely to do much science anyway. In fact, let's see what the others are. So the Prince Electorate of the Malamox are the honor-bound warriors. They're likely to be friendly to us because we're not pacifist, we're not materialist. Slaving despots, the Kingdom of the Klen. They're authoritarian, we're egalitarian. They're materialist, so the materialist is irrelevant. But slaving despots doesn't exactly sound like they're the nicest of people. The indolent overlord we've already seen. Then the evangelizing zealots are xenophobic, we're xenophilic, we're very xenophilic. And they're spiritualist, we're not materialist. So we're not on the best terms with the space elves. Good, because they're elves. And I think we're probably going to get on.
Their opinion of us is still 192, though.
Yeah, it's because we're vassals under the same people. I would imagine. Doesn't.
Hello, Mordaith. No,
why
this is not a one-system challenge. We're just on pausing the game.
I mean, we've only been setting up for an hour.
Complete.
So I mean, as far as starting games of Stellaris go, I think we're making great time.
Yeah, we're on. We're on schedule.
Exactly. Zombie in chat says there are 3 ethics that make an empire an evil bigot. Spiritualists hate and abuse AI. Xenophobe hate and abuse aliens, and authoritarians abuse everybody. I just wonder what's wrong with abusing AI.
We have enough alloys to build
Don't
another
understand.
science ship, which I think we want to do. So we can get more exploration done. We'll get maybe 3 or 4 science ships total.
Yeah, definitely 2 or 3.
Alright, another scientist. So we can get a military theory, field manipulation, or resilient. Resilient? Stick him on the spaceship?
Yeah, stick him on a spaceship.
And we'll send
Hope for
you
the best.
northwards.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we got our first world, so if we wanted to build a colony ship... wow, that's a lot of different things already. We can already get robots. Although we wouldn't be able to make them.
Who has robots? They're not...
Gaia world? How are there so many different types of Taurites already? Post-Taurite, Taurite Superior, and then regular Taurite. Ocean preference and continental preference and Gaia world preference.
The only thing I could think is that I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know.
And this is a high mineral production place, so do we have anyone that's really good at mining? I mean, we like this place the most. And then the lithoids. Lithoid consumes minerals instead of food. Pop growth down, assembly down, habitability up. Talented, strong. Strong is worker pop resource output. But the elves are very strong? What the hell? Natural engineers, nomadic.
Elves are classically very strong.
They're nomadic too. They're going to spread everywhere.
Which is fine. You want them to spread everywhere.
Yeah, we do. So I think this is probably going to be the elven world, because they're very strong and we want that mineral output. So we need 200 food and 200 consumer goods. That's
why
expensive.
why do they only have 60% habitability? Oh, because it's a tundra world, it's not an Arctic world.
This one's Arctic.
Oh, I gotcha.
And we are Arctic, so maybe we want to colonize that one.
I mean,
I mean, we have
what I was going to tell you to do next was just resettle your pops onto that planet.
mass
But
extinction.
I actually,
Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond paradise were not motivated solely by curiosity or a desire to conquer the unknown, but a need to leave our mark in the galaxy. The biosphere of paradise has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that paradise may be forced into the beginnings of a mass extinction event, that cyclical purging of that inseparable planetary existence of the greater cosmos. Research plans have been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided for Paradise and the Flagrant race. Forced to use the first speaker of the Accord of Paradise to ensure that this expedition is carried out.
Log updated.
Okay, so we have to go and check out these worlds. A broken planet, a burned planet, chilly planet, desolate planet, and noxious planet. That's a lot of
Zombie, I'm pretty sure that we only programmed the AI to try and convince you that it's sapient. It's not actually sapient.
Right. Shipyard's what I was looking at, because we have enough alloys for another science ship. I think we want to do. We also want to get some of our construction ships actually building these mineral places. And I guess... energy or science? What should we prioritize?
Energy.
Gee, it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like
Detected.
robots have souls.
Okay, we need another leader so we can have anomaly research speed guy. Once we have the Unity.
Construction complete.
Oh, no, he's gone. Oh, no, he's there.
Next month you'll have it.
Fired. And then this guy can start doing the anomalies way freaking earlier than I would usually do, but hey, that's fine.
Construction complete.
And I really want to take over this world
Log
over here.
updated.
Soon.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot of minerals in that system.
And I also want to block off their
Survey
expansion.
complete.
Yeah, well, you got to make sure to close borders to them. If you
True.
can.
First contact protocols. First contact? Okay. We shall greet the Xeno with open arms, or it'd be wise to be cautious. No, I think we're definitely... We're the good guys. We welcome everybody.
The bonus influence helps too.
Yes.
Log updated.
Right, we're role playing, we're not meta playing. But
Mass extinction, broken planet. Our astronomers are confident that the asteroid belt in this system was once a habitable planet, torn asunder from unknown forces. We have a
Log
special
updated.
project. Do?
Spaceport under attack.
Hostile. The lost amoeba. Punctured airlock has located... the punctured airlock. Okay. Has located the source of movement in the upper atmosphere of Uranga 1. Surprisingly, there was no ship hidden in the clouds, but rather a docile alien life form. Despite its impressive size, the creature, which the punctured airlock crew have dubbed a space amoeba, appears to be a juvenile. So we kill it, right?
What? Sorry, I choked for a second.
It was so shocking, I understand.
do you want to run a poll?
Sure.
Because I feel like
We're a democracy.
anything-
We need to let chat decide these things. So very well, out of the question. Keep avoiding it, or we can certainly study it. Order I dissection.
I mean, I feel like depending on how this vote goes, we might turn evil a lot quicker than
Yes, remember
what-
we are the good guys, chat.
I mean, it really depends on the outcome of this vote. I mean, this could be the turning point of the entire story 2 years in.
Keeping what follows us home is kind of our thing. That's true.
it's not going to be the turning point. It's 79 to 21% for very well. It's not over yet, but I don't think they're going to let you dissect bubbles.
I could accidentally slip.
Good. You could also be subject to a vote of no confidence. Yeah. Okay. Very well.
Log updated.
Very well.
Survey complete.
And we'll just leave the lost juvenile in the home system, I guess. We're going to need to do something about those. How much energy do we produce? Not a lot. We're not going to be able to colonize anything for a while. Were you the anomaly guy? You are. So our unstoppable pedant is the anomaly searching guy. Arctic World. There's an Arctic World there too, so we really want to get this system if we can. Need more influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to cancel the commercial pact and or the research agreement. I feel like our relations are high enough that it's not going to matter.
Cancel them both. Absolutely.
And you. Okay. They didn't seem to have cared. And they immediately want to make them again. No!
If you decline them, they can't offer them again for 10 years.
Yep.
So you know for next time. You are going to have to do something with this this consumer good issues, though.
I know.
Just build one of the consumer good factories on your homeworld. Probably your best bet? Question mark. Comrade Truck is in chat now and dying inside at what I'm telling you to do. But
cascading catastrophe. We did indeed discover life on Habon 2, but by our actions it has since been eradicated. The microbial creatures that lived on the outer edges of the gas giant's atmosphere reacted poorly to our deep scans. These frequencies caused the creature's cellular structure to resonate, an effect that then cascaded and spread from the gas mite to gas mite. Each was rendered inert soon after. We're now in orbit over the largest graveyard in the universe. Unintended genocide. Are we the baddies?
I mean, that's a common Stellaris. I mean, like, they always say that you've made it when your IP can reference itself, and I feel like that's Stellaris referencing itself. It's accidental genocide.
You're not wrong, actually.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's basically
toxic terraforming candidate discovered.
I mean, yeah, and again, that also ties into
Bubbles, Nyx, Renegade, Yuka, Saito, Boomer, Blaze, or Nova. The Amoeba Juvenile has joined our fleet some time ago, appears to have reached full maturity. Now an impressive adult, she is no less loyal to the ships that gave her a new home when she was stranded on Yaranga 1. What do we want to call her? I think there's another vote. Just 1 minute.
You think so?
Yeah,
okay.
So the options are Bubbles, 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 or Bubbles. Although a lot of people are saying Nova. So Bubbles, Nova, Yuka. So 3 Bubbles, Nova, or Yuka.
I just put in I mean, you never know. Maybe this is the reason why we descend into madness.
We choose 5 options and none of them are Bubbles.
Yeah. Has anyone taken something other than Bubbles? Yeah. There's actually a bug in the game where if you pick anything other than Bubbles, it just names the... Oh my god, that would be so good.
That would be hilarious, actually.
Yeah, if you pick something other than bubbles, it just names it bubbles anyway.
How long can these events stay open before they auto-choose something?
You get like a year or 3.
A year? Really?
Survey.
You know, or 3 or 5, something like that.
Another toxic terraforming candidate. That's 2 of them already. Enigmatic spacefarers. The Accord of Paradise has finally encountered fellow wanderers from amongst the stars. The Alpha aliens. Do we have anyone left? We don't, but we could move someone. Who likes us the most? That would definitely be the Malamox.
Yeah, it's Bubbles. It was a foregone conclusion, but
Alright, Bubbles it is.
We kind of had to try as a democracy. Okay, so I think what you should do right now is go ahead and sell 125 alloys
No! Damn it.
and buy enough stuff that you can colonize the planet.
There is no way we can afford that. It's 200 food and 200 consumer goods. Or sell the alloys to do this?
Yeah, 125. Why is the price of alloys so low?
Probably
But yeah,
because others
you
have been
can-
doing this.
Yeah, but it's the internal market. It should be fine. I think you need 200 of each.
We do. Just watching that.
Oh,
Alright.
that's fine.
So, who's colonizing this? We?
I'd say I do the lithoids.
Do we want the post-Taurites or the Taurite superiors? The ocean preference or the continental preference?
It doesn't matter. Don't think they're both in the same part of the wheelhouse, so it's
Alright, post.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Already moving there. They're blatantly going to take this world. Why am I not surveying this? Why is my anomaly research guy...
I hope I didn't lead you astray here.
I feel
Oh my
like-
god, you lost the system. Oh, that sucks.
Why do you think I was shouting?
I don't know. Just watch your chat.
Well, we're definitely... No! No, I don't have the alloys. Well, we're about to run out of consumer goods. We're definitely going to run out of that. We're going to have to sell... something. Minerals? I really don't want to sell minerals, but I kind of feel like we have to. That's a terrible price.
Build another industrial district. How many freaking clerks do you have employed on your homeworld?
Still can't afford the industrial district. Costs minerals. And employments are full.
Okay. Yeah.
It has been since the
And
start of the game.
Our stability is low on our homeworld too, because our amenities are low.
So do we just suck it up that we're going to run out of consumer goods? Because we are.
No. What I do? Build an entertainment district on your homeworld, and then as soon as the consumer goods shortage stops, cut investment in. Oh, or you can build the consumer goods thingy.
But then we'll have no alloys.
Civilian industries.
It's our only source of alloys.
Yeah, it doesn't do that. That just gives you 2 artisan jobs. It doesn't replace jobs on the district.
Thought it did.
No, it doesn't. The planetary designation handles that now.
Oh,
Um,
okay. And this is the capital, so it'll never be undesignated.
exactly.
Alright, well, we're going to need to buy another consumer good. Probably 2, just to give us that little extra margin. I'm gonna have to start selling alloys. We have no alternative.
Yeah, I didn't notice that
Survey complete.
the habitability, or not the habitability, but the stability on your home world was so low.
Tradition! So, this is going to be a chat decision, because we're going to need to choose. So, I would say discovery, expansion, prosperity? Adaptability? That gives us more food.
Prosperity, discovery, expansion, or
Adaptability.
mercantile.
Or mercantile. Yeah, the 5.
Yeah, you can pick one more.
What do you have? Adaptability, expansion,
Oh,
discovery.
adaptability. I missed it.
Yeah, okay.
I also can't figure out how to spell adaptability.
It's right there on the screen.
I know!
You have no
Okay.
excuse.
So you get discovery, prosperity, expansion, mercantile, and adaptability.
There you go.
Is that what you want?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Get your votes in, chat. Save us from our incredible economy.
Save us from ourselves.
Oh my god, we're on minus 16 food. How the hell did that happen?
You ran out of energy, so you stopped buying food. Don't worry about it. Once the month ticks over, then you'll start buying food again, and you'll just flop back and forth for a while.
Well, minus 16, we wouldn't be buying enough anyway.
I'm really
Early game,
hoping
why
Discovery
would who
doesn't win
choose
this
anything other
vote.
than expansion? I usually choose Discovery first.
Especially right now, we really could use Prosperity or Mercantile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's tied.
Has it actually
Between
ended tied?
Yeah, between Discovery and Prosperity.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the great god in the sky, Nurgle. What's the tiebreaker? No, that's not an answer. That's not an answer either. Discovery it is. The great god in the sky has chosen Discovery.
Oh, Nurgle, why do you do this to me?
Okay, so we're not doing anything for our economy. Great.
Nope, we did nothing for our economy. That's right.
We could disband the fleet to save some on upkeep.
How much?
8. How much is Bubbles costing us?
Bubbles, you don't pay upkeep on Bubbles. And I don't think you want to suffer a vote of no confidence. You got 3 construction ships sitting around doing nothing.
That's true.
That's probably the first place I'd look. How much should they cost in an upkeep?
How do we even see? Oh, there it is. 1 each.
Yes.
So that gives us a little bit back. I do kind of think that we probably do want to get rid of these. 0.6 and also alloys each. We have Bubbles. We actually have a stronger fleet in Bubbles than our regular fleet.
Go ahead. Fine. The Overlord is going to protect us anyway.
That's true. Okay. Bubbles. In Bubbles we trust. You are not doing anything. Why not? You're also a surveying speed guy. Survey that, although it's a backwater and not too important. None of this leads to anything, but never mind. And we ran out of food. Because we
It's
stopped
fine.
buying it.
It's fine.
Anomaly detected.
It'll sort itself out.
Uh-huh.
Initiating communications.
Diplomatic proposal.
Oh, that's right. You don't have the influence to actually do anything with this. Wait a second. What? They want to...
They want to take more research from us.
They want to take your research
Mm-hmm.
and increase the holdings.
Mm-hmm. As long as they don't do that one.
Wait, what? No, they want to switch you to Scholarium.
Oh, they do.
Which would save your economy.
It would save the economy.
You can't afford to oppose it anyway, so
I can.
I mean you can afford to oppose it once, but you can't afford to oppose it twice.
Okay, huzzah for the new Scholarium! Woohoo! Yay! Scholarium time! That's...
Ah, look at that. Perfect. Never an economy problem.
Drop by 1. And their food is actually coming in with food. Yay! And... you build there so that they don't sneak past me.
Anomaly detected.
And basically, as soon as you get the minerals, build a farm
Survey
on your home
complete.
world.
I don't think we actually need a farm anymore. Just keep a little bit of a surplus so we can keep
Survey
colonizing.
Complete. Construction
I can
complete.
stop selling the alloys now.
Survey complete.
Okay, we gained engineering research. Next up we should go for mining.
Yeesh.
And science ships have done their thing. Good. You just continue to survey. Wait, no, you're the anomaly guy. We have no anomalies, that is irrelevant. Alright, next, you are not doing anything, you just keep on explorifying. Going northwards because we should, yeah, once we've taken this, which we have, we've now blocked off their northern expansion. Although we do want to go down here to grab that before they do, because there's a big planet there. We could build a district now.
You need to get your amenities up on your home world. I would build a, yeah.
Okay.
And then increase the stability on your home world. And then what you do then is unemploy all your clerks and let them auto resettle to your colony.
Okay. This is why you should be playing this. I'm like, I just
Survey.
build
It's a
wells.
good learning experience for you.
This is true.
And I don't have to lose on stream in case I tell you to do the wrong thing.
Oh, thanks. I take the blame. I see how this is.
Exactly. We can take turns playing if you want. I can play next week, and then you
Okay.
can play the week after.
I'm down for that.
But I mean, you've never played Imperial Fiefdom, and like the whole thing that happens with Imperial Fiefdom is kind of cool.
Survey.
I think you should. I think you should play.
First speaker
no
has
other reason.
gained new skills. What did you get?
And I'm gonna be sick next week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Freelancer 7 says 883 hours in this game, and I'm still a total noob. Like, I have like 10,000 hours. Steam says I have like 10,000 hours, and I'm still terrible at this game.
I have like 500, 600, something like that.
I played multiplayer on Friday. I played multiplayer Friday night, and like basically the peace timer ran out, and I had no fleet at all. And I'm pretty sure it was only because I'm Mr. Freak that I didn't get invaded that like year 30. They all took pity on me. It's like, yeah, he works with Paradox and he doesn't have a fleet. We should probably just leave him alone and ignore him and sort of like
Survey
just
complete.
not look at him in shame.
We have some slums we can get rid of for the extra pop. We have jobs. We have the energy. Mining and generator districts, but we don't need the space just yet. Aha! Second world is done. We should call this something else. We already discussed what that name would be. I'll go to your sister. So we got Paradise and we got Utopia. Unfortunately, the other habitable world that we wanted was stolen by our world, but our neighbour. But we do have an Arctic world up here. But we did just lose out on a size 21.
Did you close your borders to them?
No.
Did you close your borders to them so they can't jump over you?
I'm not sure you even can.
Well, maybe you can't.
No, because they're vassal. We have the same Overlord, and Overlord says no. Habitable World Survey. I think that's a commendable initiative.
Log updated.
Construction ship still building the mining stations, and we'll move north. Thankfully, they can't go north anymore, so that's... Oh no, they can, because they do one jump away. So we need to take these two, and then they can't. Scholarium Sensor Abnormally. We have picked up some curious readings above from Ibraxia 4A, possibly indicating the presence of life. Given the weakness of these signals and the lack of response as we attempt to contact these life forms, we must send a research team if we are to figure out what may have happened.
Updated.
All of my science ships are busy. Survey speed and science ship disengage chance, I think we can take that. Also, this reminds me that we have a edict we should be using, which is map the stars, except we can't.
You get that when you finish. That's your finisher, I think.
No, we get it straight away.
For discovery. Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking for research subsidies.
No.
Survey complete.
Oops.
Right, you should be able to get the outpost there. Glorious. One of the planets orbiting the star bears the still open wounds of some past calamity.
Log updated.
We're not doing anything. Magnetic miracle. Strong magnetic field around Utopia has been affecting computers on the surface recently. Oddly, the effect is not merely random interference, instead computers are actually working more efficiently. It's almost as if some kind of outside force is giving us a helping hand. Alright, so you're the anomaly guy. There's an anomaly over there. Go research that. A third toxic terraforming candidate.
Detected.
Do we want more science ships, do you think?
Oh, your economy looks really healthy now. I mean, relatively.
Relatively. Do we also want to build another building here? And if so, what?
I would build two city districts. Like build a city district, build another city district, and then build research labs.
So we should just start building a research lab because we have a spot.
And then build the city district, and actually just add a monthly trade to buy like 40 minerals.
We
That's
do have money for
basically-
that now. Oh yeah, we can cancel or we can reduce.
That's
Well, no.
basically everybody's go-to when they play is start some. They start basically from the start of the game buying 40 minerals.
Well, we can buy in bulk 500.
No, you don't. Never buy in bulk.
Well, I'm buying in bulk so I can queue some stuff up. Which was not here, it was...
Construction complete.
Also, you've just finished building, we can get a bunch more minerals. 6... 3...
Yeah, the meta play, I think, from the start is to start to sell or to buy minerals.
Right, colony. This is definitely going to be the elves.
Yes.
That goes.
I think it's because technicians are more efficient than miners, maybe, or something. I don't know exactly the reason, but every meta player that I watch is just starts the game buying 40 minerals.
Asteroid. Is it going to reach
Seems to be
us?
pretty universal.
Belful Diamond is the new person, and we lost a scientist. We can get another survey speed, a leader experience, or research speed for new worlds. I think probably survey speed, as he's a science ship
survey
scientist.
speed.
I think I might just turn on automated now.
I was just going to say, just turn on automated at this point.
Punctured airlock crew succeeded in isolating a signal embedded in the unusual pattern of interference in the Sikon system. Gain some science. Here comes Bubbles.
Technology discovered.
Oh, I forgot you had bubbles. That's fantastic.
Bubbles we trust. Protecting us from the asteroid, as did the Overlord. Asteroid destroyed, we gained 1,000 minerals. Hello!
Space Dad saved us.
Space Dad. Well, no, Bubbles saved us. Space Dad arrived just as the asteroid was about to be destroyed anyway.
Survey complete.
Alright, construction done there, so we got all of those minerals. Now, the next world for us to colonize would be up here.
There's one next to the one you just colonized too.
Oh yeah, here. Tundra. We have not surveyed that yet. You're on your way. Well, in the meantime, this guy may as well just build regular old mining stations while we backfill.
There's an auto build button too.
There is. I just forget it exists. Survey speed.
Yeah,
Physics
do all the
research,
time.
blue laser, or research speed.
Always research speed.
I agree. Then we send Bubbles back to Paradise. First contact event. Cool. Carry on. Science ship. You are the anomaly guy. There's an anomaly. Also, we have all of these situations which we should probably do something about.
They're only situationally useful.
But indeed.
Please hold your applause till the end of the show.
Oh, I will definitely hold my applause.
Our presence in the galaxy has not gone by unnoticed.
Lost Soul. We can scan the rivet. We have found a bipedal robot floating in space. The faceplate is featureless. Metal exterior is damaged. So we can either get the +3 minerals or we can abandon it. What do we think?
I mean, extra minerals.
Yeah,
never
there's-
never goes astray.
There's apparently no downside to this. Through diligent effort, we found a way to recharge the robot's power supply and scan its memory banks. Sadly, the machine has deteriorated so badly we cannot retrieve coherent information. We will consider a follow-up study, and we may search for others of its kind, but the fate of this mechanical castaway must remain a mystery. Tradition available. We are not currently doing... Oh no, this is the research subsidies. We probably don't have them. Edict cap for it.
Oh, we definitely do.
Yeah, I think we actually do. Research subsidies then?
Yeah. Probably not actually.
No, they're 54.
We're making 18, right?
24. But they
No,
cost
we're
us
making
54.
18. We're making 18 research.
Yeah.
So, we're
1.8.
making 18 research. So, what is that? 30% more research is like 2.5
Survey
research. It's
complete.
probably not worth it.
Finally, we have surveyed this place. You're going to continue doing your thing.
Can you build another research lab
Give me a
on
second.
Utopia?
On Utopia, we can indeed.
Technology
And
discovered.
then queue up another city district as well. And then what you want to do is you want to go to your homeworld, which should have a ton of amenities right now. Hydroponics Bay. Yeah. Your homeworld should have a ton of amenities right now. 13. So go to population tab and unemploy all your clerks. Maybe not all of your clerks, but at least 5. Employ 5.
Well, we only have jobs for...
What?
Oh, you want us to have unemployed so they move to other places?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
But you're building another research lab now, so by the time they resettle, there'll be 5.
I understand. Well, if we're doing that, why don't we just destroy the commercial zone? Gives us space for something else.
It's true. Like a research lab.
Mutagenic spa.
Or a mutagenic spa, yeah.
A cause to dance. Strange occurrences have been reported along the colonists of Utopia. Apparently, many individuals have taken to dancing on the streets for hours or even days on end, refusing to stop until they are physically restrained. That was a real thing that happened in Germany. Dancing plague. Isolated incidents of spontaneous prolonged dancing on Utopia have escalated somewhat, and groups of hundreds of flagrants are now compulsively dancing in a variety of different styles. Surprisingly, even those who have never shown an interest in dancing are suddenly able to perform expert moves, and the old amongst them have rediscovered the vigour of their youth. Although many residents are jokingly referring to it as dancing plague, it is no joking matter. The dancers show no concern for their bodily needs and risk dancing themselves to death. Find out what's happening?
Uh-oh. Oh yes, no, I think you need to stop
Log
this.
updated.
Dancing plague.
I don't remember exactly what happens,
Let's do it.
but any sort of plague is not a good situation to have. You always want to stop plagues.
And we want to think about colonizing this place. Natural beauty, habitat and immigration pull, poor quality minerals. So no mining here. So this is not for the elves. Maybe the... oh no. Why are you continental? Why are you
I
so
would pick the
bad?
one that has the most habitability, so you don't have to pay as much
Yeah, but there's...
upkeep.
we're tied. It's us and the Taurites.
Oh, we'll take the Taurites because you want to have non-noxious pops.
So last time we went with the post-Taurites, so we'll go with the superiors this time.
Evading hostiles.
Cracker Division, 200 strength. Oh, sorry, Caretaker. Completely misread that. We could actually fight the Caretakers with bubbles. There is another
Founded.
world. There's a Gaia world. Oh, we've got another agreement. Turning us back into a prospectarium. Dude!
I wish they'd make up their mind. They're probably looking at us and evaluating what they would get, and then they'll be like, oh, we'll get more this way now that their economy's good. Just decline it, because it's only 74 this time.
Too bad.
Did you agree it?
Yeah, because we voted to be a prospectarium at the start.
Oh, okay, it makes sense.
Now that they're giving us the illusion of choice. And you seem to have disappeared. I think we've lost Matthew. Matthew! No! Matthew! 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 Well, I can build something here, and considering what we were building earlier, research sounds like a good idea, especially as our governor is actually an intellectual. We will do this for science! And, oh, we have a Matthew back.
Ah, there I am.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I danced myself to death, yeah.
Actually, if we take you... Comet sighted. Tremendous. Oh shoot, I'm out of food. Oh, of course, they just nuked my economy again.
Yes, they did.
And continue.
You can cancel your purchases of minerals at this point to save yourself some energy.
Because, yeah, we're gonna need some energy. So maybe build some generators somewhere?
Minus 95. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, we have another thingy. Research alternatives and scientist level cap. Sounds good.
Construction complete.
And we have another encounter. Speaking of which, we actually have a bunch of envoys available. I'm not seeing... There you are. Oh no, that's them being used. Never mind.
Oh, cheerful peril.
Cheerful Peril. Great guy. Fun to go out with drinks with.
Yes.
Also, I started
This is
building
always
a
fun.
research lab on the planet we just took. We just colonized. Now what? Oh, you're complaining about the energy. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Sell minerals?
I don't think you're gonna.
Sell alloys? We do have a surplus, technically.
Yeah, sell monthly alloys. I think is your best bet. I would sell more than that because you're not gonna get yourself out of a deficit. Sell like 20.
Survey complete.
It's good enough for now. There you go.
Good call. Utopia has a building slot.
Yeah, you can't do anything besides build generator districts at this point.
I agree. Although I'm a little reluctant to do that because this place has high quality minerals. Although we have more enough districts.
You're gonna have to bite the bullet because you've only got well, you've got a bunch of turns actually until you run out of was names, but
mineral done. We could get more minerals from jobs. We could get mining subsidies. We could get build speed or coil guns. Exoskeletons? What do you think?
Mining we
can't afford them though.
Oh, it's a hard choice because you kind of want.
Yes.
Go with mineral purification.
Okay.
So you can't afford to build robots anyway, and the other one leads to robots. So, if you're going to become the crisis later, you might as well.
First contact with the Decron Continuum. Ancient caretakers. Fallen Empire. Our citizens send their regards. All the way down there. Ooh, I see somebody else here.
You don't want those guys finding out that you don't think robots have souls.
I never said that.
Survey.
I'm sure you did. I didn't say it.
What are you trying to do to me here? You trying to get me killed?
Say something like that.
Scientist gain thingy, encounter in Skog, abandoned gateway. Ancient space station of some kind has been located in the edge of the Bonas system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates it may be a gateway of some sort. Intriguing. Dancing plague pathogen isolated. Our researchers have succeeded in isolating the cause of the dancing incident on Utopia. It appears the culprit was a gas released by the local vegetation. The gas induces feelings of exhilaration and an irresistible urge to dance while suppressing fatigue. It seems to be fairly benign, however, as the colonists' self-preservation instincts prevent it from literally dancing themselves to death. Furthermore, scientists have developed a synthetic gas that, once released into the air, will neutralize the effects of this dancing gas. Local entrepreneurs suggest that we may preserve the unique character of the colony by allowing the gas free reign in certain areas, providing a safe space for the young and the old alike to experience the eternal party of Utopia. Others point out the gas has certain valuable properties that we can make use of if we extract it from the planets before it's released into the air. So we can have party fever on Utopia, or we can have the fuming bog. Gas extraction.
I'll leave that up to you. Whatever you think is best.
I mean, we're all about Utopia. It's about bringing people to the planet. Bring on the party. The party must go on.
Ah, you
Our
sweet
presence
summer
in the
child.
galaxy has not gone by unnoticed.
And now we are hemorrhaging
19
consumer goods.
minus 19 consumer goods, and you're buying 18 already.
How did it get so bad? Is it scientists use? Yeah, scientists use them. That's why, because we just got a bunch of researchers.
Yeah.
Not enough factories? Build more factories? We have so many job spaces right now, though.
Yeah. The thing is that this one maybe. The problem is that they've converted into specialists now, so you're kind of stuck.
Not really. We just reduced the number of scientists we have and increased the number of metal workers. Because they're also specialists.
Yeah. Alright, do it. You're definitely going to need to.
Yep. Where was it? Hemorrhage. Yay!
And you should probably change the focus of that world to a factory world. So that it,
Really? Because as a tech world, it reduces the upkeep. Otherwise, the consumer goods are
right,
going to
but
be
you're
worse.
gonna unemploy those guys and employ them as
Yeah, in a year. Let's wait a year. Then we'll do that. Meanwhile, are you ready to build some stuff? Yes, you are. Good, do it. There's yet another planet that we're getting relatively close to.
Survey complete.
What's next? Leader experience gain leader level cap. Nice.
Someone told me the other day that if you open 2 different tradition trees, you don't pay a penalty anymore. Now,
But-
it used to be you pay an extra 10% penalty for having 2 open tradition trees, but apparently that's not a thing anymore.
Oh, I never knew it even was. A group of investigators have found a hidden factory in Haban Prime. The building is in a state of decay, the cells of an old civilization, one that excelled at constructing things that stood the test of time. We have an odd factory. Oh, we also need to rename this place. What do we call this? We have Paradise, we have Utopia.
Eden.
Eden. Wish there was an easy way of renaming this system. But there isn't. Okay, Paradise, Eden, and Utopia.
Survey complete.
Tortoise, I'm pretty sure there was a penalty for having multiple open, unfinished tradition trees. Like an additional opponent. Like an additional penalty for having multiple open. I'm 90% sure that was the thing. Might have been many, many moons ago.
Natural wormhole detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon at the edge of the Marsim system. Which I'm guessing is way out here. Dunno.
I feel like someone in chat must know the answer to this question.
Chat, bestow upon us your wisdom.
Yeah, and it's very true. Stellaris has gone through so many iterations. I forget all the ways things have been.
Colony founded.
Okay, so they were right then. Tortoise was right, and it was just a cumulative growth penalty. I'm not sure if that's gone or not, to be honest.
Alright,
It's
so
probably still
Kothian
there.
Prime needs a name.
Someone said one a minute ago. Vibrant, maybe?
I mean, this place is actually natural beauty, so sure.
Or Shangri-La, since that is like a utopia name.
Shangri-La. How on earth do you spell this?
SHANGRI-LA.
Do I do a dash? On this
Swedish
keyboard.
keyboards.
You use the
Close
numpad,
enough.
that's how.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Swedish keyboards.
There we are, Shangri-La.
Special project complete.
Reversing the deep scan polarities. It is done! Miraculously, our scientists installed the proper modifications on our vessel, and were able to recreate the initial cascade. This time, the effect was different, and life started springing back up all over Eden in a great wave. The process taught us a lot about the universe, perhaps even more about ourselves. Virtuous relief, happiness and stability for 5 years, and Eden gains society research, quite a lot of it too. No reports of any problems have issued from the odd factory on Eden. It seems like the colony will maintain the projected production estimates.
Yes, this was very much a nothing to see here notification.
Survey.
I'm sure everything's fine.
Yes.
News of a giant being in the dark void of space is spreading across the Empire like a plague. There is concern and optimistic wonder, but mostly brings an existential dread to the populace. Historical documents will record this day of tremendous importance. It is awe-inspiring.
You should go and build another industrial district
Survey complete.
to try and keep getting your consumer goods up.
Okie dokie.
Special project.
Communications established with the Empire of Zog. So we're going to be nice to these hegemonic imperialists? Xenophobic authoritarians. We are egalitarian and we are xenophiles. We hate these guys. You must throw away your old ways,
Fine.
Sojags. Except we're xenophiles, so we'll say, you'll come to see things our way, in the end. This is Society Cache. We have an update from the ship we sent to Exvandria 4. The hunt for the weak signal led them to a small, empty outpost, yet there were signs that something of a similar technological level of our own was there fairly recently. Cool. Zog closed their borders to us. I'm shocked! They're also miles away from us.
Special project.
Engineering cache. We have received a report of the specialists we sent to Utopia 3. All across the signal beacon site were pieces of hull and pieces of detritus that have come from a larger starbase at one point. Yet no other signs of such a structure remain. Gain a bunch of technology. Cool. Science ship's not doing anything. You're an anomaly researcher. Go research the anomaly. And the research project.
That looks so happy.
An alien empire is making contact.
The Husko Polity. You guys are fanatic egalitarian spiritualist. We quite like you. We're delighted to meet you, Huskoids. Huskoids.
Initiate
Deadly Warrior. There's a Hoi 4 on ban appeal Discord. Neither of us work on Hoi, so we can't help you with that. But you can find the ban appeal Hoi 4 Discord server fairly easily.
We are out of consumer goods, and we definitely can't afford more. I think that's just something we'll have to suck up. Not much we can do about it.
You can cut your investments.
That absolutely kills our research output, though.
I mean, at the end of the day, running out of consumer goods is hurting your research anyway.
Hydroponics. Pop growth? Pop growth.
Initiating communications.
Establish an embassy with the Husko polity. Sure. Negotiate an agreement. Now what? You want me to pay a lot more resources.
Oh my god, you can't decline it either. Wow. Wow. Why do they hate you so much? I don't understand.
I don't know, because they really like us. 636. It's because we keep giving them stuff.
They are bleeding you dry, yeah. It's like this is not actually an AI empire and there's somebody actually over there playing it.
And they're still overwhelming, and while they continue to bleed us like this, we're never going to overcome that overwhelming.
I know.
Player bullying you to keep you weak. Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, they are. I mean, that's probably the right play by the AI.
So the consumer goods thing is gone, but I think that's about to go nasty again because we're not going to have the -50. Yep. And we're out of food as well.
Well, fortunately, there's only 8 minutes left of this stream, and next week this will be my responsibility. This will be my fault.
Yeah.
And
then you can be abused by the AI instead.
Yes, because they certainly do not like you. So maybe they'll like me better? Question mark. Probably not, realistically.
Is it because we're growing so much faster than the other vassals? Probably, because we are up to 4 planets now.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just having a hard time making up their mind what they want from you.
Well, not really. What they want from me is everything.
Survey.
I thought did they flip you back to faith in science? That's beautiful. Minus 20% researcher upkeep.
And we have our first ascension perk.
You've got to take executive vigor.
Edict fund? Well, I think that this one's going to be a vote. So shared destiny gives us more envoys, because we're the good guys, and we clearly need to talk to people more. Transcendent learning makes our leaders even better, bearing in mind that our scientists can already get to level 8. This would allow us to cap them out at level 10. And gives us another 50% leader experience. Executive vigor, edict fund. Imperial prerogative, empire size from planets. I don't think that's really an issue yet. Mastery of nature, clear blocker cost. We haven't really been doing any clearing of blockers. One vision is basically the opposite of our decadent ways. Technological ascendancy is basically a must pick. Interstellar dominion, starbase influence cost would allow us to expand a bit more, although influence isn't really the blocker now, alloys is. And then Lord of War, we can't get to 50k, so that's irrelevant. So I think the choice is here, and this is going to be another chat poll.
Yep.
Transcendent learning.
Okay.
Executive vigor.
Yep.
And technological ascendancy.
Okay. So transcendent learning, executive vigor, and technological ascendancy?
Correct.
Okay. Started.
So get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote.
I would say I would take executive vigor, because right now you need whatever subsidies or whatever edicts you could turn on.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're not making any Unity, you really need the edict cap stuff.
Yeah, I mean, usually technological ascendancy is basically a must pick for first choice. I do kind of wish there were more early game choices to compete with that. But I think your argument that executive vigor is also a good one.
Well, I mean, it used to be that there was only technological ascendancy. Now there's at least 2 or 3 that are like that can work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how you work it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's improving. Technological ascendancy.
Executive vigor is the best it's ever been now. Solid at the start, but tapers off. I mean, depends how much you focus on Unity, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I mean, like, if you look at it, it's basically 100 free Unity at the start of the game. But Unity that you can't spend on traditions or Ascension perks. You know, it's pretty good. But the chat chose technological ascendancy, so they're not going to bail you out like that.
Oh, what a surprise.
They're not going to bail me out like that. I mean,
you do get an extra 11 science.
Survey complete.
A ruined mega shipyard. Yes, we can definitely afford to restore that.
excellent. Perfect.
But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this one here while we are in a deficit to energy, minerals, food, consumer goods, and alloys, because I know that Mr. Freak loves a challenge. So thanks everyone for watching. We do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, hit that follow button to get notifications when Paradox Interactive goes live again in the future. And if you would like to see the magnificent maneuvers of Mr. Freak saving us next session, then be sure to tune in again next Monday, 3 PM Central European Time, until around about this time. Is there anything else we need to say? Yes! Toxoids is available now. You can play with some of the features like the mutagenic spars that we have been working with here, and also you gain access to some of the gorgeous portraits like we have with First Speaker Belful Diamond right there, as well as a whole bunch of different things. Toxoids is looking rather awesome. So thank you, Mr. Freak, for joining me here today and making our empire as strong as it currently is. I'm definitely not blaming you.
It's all my fault.
Any of the issues that we're suffering right now.
No, absolutely not.
And then also, of course, to Nurgle, who has been producing the stream. Cheers, Nurgle, our god in the sky. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. We will see you next week. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.